All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing great. Today we are talking about the contacts tab. All right, super important tab. A lot of things you are going to want to know. So here we are on the contacts tab. When you click on the contacts tab, you're going to get directed to the smart lists tab. Initially, that's like the default for the contacts tab. So if you see here, we're actually in all. If you want to look at where all the smart lists combined into one, right? And so I only have one contact on this page, but he is not in this smart list, right? And so you're like, what's the smart list? Well, if you look right here, I have this filter set for if the person has the tag power dialer, right? So if you have power dialer, you're going to be in this smart list. So it's like a predefined filter. If you look here, if we say email is, I don't know, whatever, and apply it, we can save that as a smart list. So it's a pre-saved filter, right? I'm not going to do that. But if then we go here, we go to this guy, we're going to go to tags, we're going to add power dialer. We're going to go back, and now John Smith will be here when we click it. There you go. So power dialer. If I get rid of this, I can just, and then see, check that out. You can do this. This is like the bulk action type of stuff you can do. Remove tag. And if you had like 500 records here, you'd maybe need to check the progress. We don't need to. And then boom, and I'll go here. It'll be there, and this should be gone. So now that that tag is not on that record anymore, it won't show up on that filter. So that's what smart lists are. Super handy, right? And so bulk actions. This is like anytime. I mean, that's what we just did when we remove that tag. It's when you create that power dialer thing. I've talked about it in a different video, but it's anytime you're doing these bulk actions to multiple records of contacts. So this is just a transaction history essentially, so you can see the different things you've done. That's why it's important to give these good action labels. Restore, pretty simple. If you delete a contact, you're going to have the opportunity to restore it here. Pretty simple stuff. Tasks. So this one's pretty cool. So you have your different staff, right? You got your different staff. Well, now you can go here into your contacts. You go to tasks. You can create a task, call it whatever, and you can assign it to your buddy. And I don't have anybody in here to assign it to. Do I have a John Smith? No. I don't have anyone to assign it to right now. But you can assign tasks to the people that you work for you or that work with you, right? And so pretty simple. And then you can set due dates, and then it can be due today, it can be overdue, it can be upcoming. Like I said, pretty straightforward stuff, I think. Assigning tasks to people who are going to work with the CRM with you. Then you can add companies. So let's say this is going to apply to people who are not working with your company. So these are going to be your leads, your prospects. So let's say you have a company, ABC dry cleaners, and there's 3 people who work there, and you want all 3 of those contacts in your system, but you want to know that they all work for the same place. And so you'd add a company here, ABC dry cleaning, and then you'd add the contacts there, and then add let's see, go to my smart list, add him, you can go to your company, boom, and then I'd say that's where you'd put ABC dry cleaning. So you can also find that here, right? And so you can have all that different information, have a nice kind of separation of the data between the contacts, individual contacts, and then the different companies, right? And so that's kind of that. And then this is your smart lists again. But this just is kind of another view. So you got your all, and all isn't really a smart list because it's just all. So I have one right here, and then you can create them by, like I said, creating some filter on here, and then you can just save it by going in here. So that's just random, and then you can save it as a smart list, and then it'll show up here as a predefined filter and show up here, which is more convenient. And so you can just kind of look at. And I mean, when it's like, so if you set it up to like have those tags removed automatically by something, then you could check this every day and know who. So like you could have it set up so you have a smart list that'll give you the people you need to call that day, or set a smart list up for the people that work for you that will need to end up calling people. So super cool stuff. So that's the contacts tab. All right. Hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.